Hello and welcome to the Wandering Wind. And in honor of Independence Day, July 4th, I want to talk about why I think America is a great country to live in and just a great country overall. We're not the best country, unfortunately. We've fallen behind in certain areas. And a lot of people are probably going to flame me for that in the comments section. Please do. I love opening a dialogue. I love hearing other people's opinions. So if you disagree with me, please leave comments down in the comments section telling me why you disagree because I always welcome dialogue. That being said, I do want to talk a bit about what, in my opinion, makes America great still. For one, we're one of the freest countries in the world. Now, that doesn't mean that other countries don't experience social liberties and social and economic freedoms. There are other countries, namely a lot of the several of the European countries and so on. But here in America, you have quite a lot more freedoms than even comparatively north in Canada or even east in the UK, across the water, as they say. Um, Another thing that we have is multi-layered culture. What do I mean by that? Well, we're a melting pot. We have collected cultures from all places in the world, all walks of life, all generations, young, old, middle-aged. And so we have the impressionists, we have people like Picasso, Van Gogh. We have multiple different genres of music. We have multiple different arts, film styles, art styles, stuff like that that was invented or started by someone here in our nation or just someone who came here who may not have been part of our nation but was inspired by us. Multiple pieces of music that are classics. Um, I mean, okay, art. Let's go in the art direction for a moment. We have bands like, well, I don't know if Aerosmith is American, but I know that Queen is from America. We have plays like Hamilton and all kinds of um, Wicked, I think, and there are loads of reasons why I think we have a lot of culture here in America. And it's not just because it was meant to be and was designed to be that way, but because we allow it to be that way. We allow cultures to come together and meld in our country. Now, are we going to continue doing that in the future? Who knows? But that brings up another point. Almost everybody in the world can come to America to seek a better life. They have to go through the proper channels. Yes, I understand that. Everyone understands that. Some people understand that and choose to try and subvert those official channels. Yes, but do I think that all immigrants are bad? No. Do I think all immigrants should be shipped off? No. Do I think that sometimes immigrants take advantage of our openness? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. And I really can't tell you. But what I can tell you is that from my perspective as an American, I think we share some great liberties with our fellow neighbors in other countries and even with our fellow Americans that you can't find anywhere else. And like I was saying, everyone, as long as they come through the proper channels, can seek a better life here in America because we're not as rigged when it comes to economics and everything else. Yes, we still have economic rigging in places like the big cities, but if someone were to come to like a small town and find a job and pursue their dreams and just, overall make it worthwhile to be part of American society, that is the American dream. Not the white picket fence, not the 2.5 children, not the 25,000 or above salary every year, although most people want 50. It's the time and dedication that we put into the society around us. We also have the ability to worship who we choose here in America. Other countries don't have that liberty. Many countries around the world have restrictions on who you can worship and why, or what you can do in public versus what you do in private, and so on and so forth. And that is extremely limiting and extremely degrading to a lot of people's self-image. Does it happen? Yes. Is it going to continue happening in other countries and even partially in America? Yes. But do we have a security of being able to worship who we choose for right now? Yes. And finally, we're probably one of the safest countries to live in, at least in my opinion, from my observances, because to be honest, while there is still crime rates in the big cities, and even in smaller cities like mine, where I live, there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of people that, in a lot of places, that keep us safe at night and during the day. The armed forces, the police forces, for the most part. I mean, I'm not speaking for anyone outside of my demographic, so please don't flame me in the comments section about police brutality and police crime against whatever demographic you may be a part of, please. This isn't a place for that. It's a place for dialogue. It's not a place for ranting and all that. But just overall, I think that at least from my perspective, and yes, I am privileged in that I'm a white male in America. I live in a small town. I have liberties that not many people would have even in the same neighborhood if they were like a different demographic or a different background. But that isn't to say that I don't face my own drawbacks. So we all can agree that life is difficult, that sometimes certain things make it harder and sometimes certain things make it easier. But overall, America is a great place to live in. And I think that it is so beautiful that every day we are able to celebrate that fact. And every year on July 4th, we celebrate it together. And every day should be a day to celebrate our independence individually, our individual independence to be the person we want to be, to do the things that we love, and to be the people that we deserve to be, being created equally in the eyes of our Creator. That's my own opinion on the matter, though. What's yours? What do you feel? What do you think? Why is America the greatest country to you? Or why is it a great country to you? Or if you're of the opinion that America isn't great, why do you think that? Let me know down in the comments section, and I will be glad to read your responses over the coming days, and even to respond back, to offer a counter argument or a counterpoint to whatever you bring up that may be your opinion. And we can start a dialogue that way too. We can start a two-way discussion where we all learn and grow with each other. Thank you for watching. This has been The Wandering Wind. I hope you guys have an excellent day. And I will see you guys again in the next video. God bless and happy 4th of July.